danger, then lead her along. One's gonna cry and she's made, about to lie and she's glad to bring the coin in and join in this song. Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows. She is no longer the same blushing rose, never slips with papa. Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows. If you've got the patience, your own imagination will tell you just exactly what you want to hear. Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows. They're all set what they want to know.
Guys, quiet!
Strong men tremble when they hear it. God's enough to fear it. It's much blacker than a spirit. Nobody mentions my rich man. All that 5 notes out saves me. Emptying their cuts all day. No, I could tear the throats out just to live up to my name. With me, Jim in me hand, let me see the man who dares stop me taking from me. He can start to say his prayers. Biceps like an iron girder fit for doing off a murder. If I just so much as heard a bloke even whisper my name, Bill Sykes. Some tough slumming with his volley bumped into me in the alley. Now his eyes are never tally, he'd never heard of my name. One bloke used to bolt the claim he could take my name in vain. Poor bloke, shame he was so green, never was he seen again. Once bad, what's the good of turning? In hell, I'll be there a burning. Come in, while look of what I'm in, gone on account of my name. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Bill Sykes.
Where's Oliver? Where's the boy? Come now, what's become of him? What had become of Oliver?
He got took away in a coach.
What coach? Who coach? Where coach?
He got knocked on the job. They took him to court. We waited outside. The old man we rocked. He came out of the court with Oliver, and he took him off in a coach to his home.
Where to? Quick, speak!
Bloomsbury 19. No, 18. Cheapstock Gardens. I ran all the way.
Why didn't you look after him? Why didn't you bring him back with you?
Fagin looks worried.
One of us, Bill. A new boy went out on his first job today with Dodger. I'm afraid that he might say something that'll get us into trouble.
That's very likely. You blowed upon Fagin.
And I'm afraid, you see, that if the game was up with us, it'd be up with a great many more. And it will come up rather worse for you than it would for me, my dear.
Someone must find out what has been done. Or said, if he hasn't talked yet, there is still a chance he might gain back. Without suspicion. We net him the very moment he dares to step out of their house. Now, who's gonna go?
The very thing! Nancy, my dear, what do you say?
The very thing.
That it won't do, so it's no use trying it on Fagin.
And just what do you mean by that remark?
What I say, Bill?
Why? You're just the very person for it. Nobody up that way knows anything about you.
And as I don't want him to neither, it's rather more no than yes with me, Bill.
She'll go, Fagin.
No, she won't, Fagin.
Yes, you will! Go on, get out! Go on, Bet.
Oh, yes, it does leave me in spite of all you see. I'm sure that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he's gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on. The way I feel inside, the love I have to hide. Now I've got my pride, as long as he needs me. He doesn't say the things he should. He acts the way he thinks he should. But all the same, I'll play this game his way, as long as he needs me. I know where I must be. I'll cling on steadfastly, as long
strawberries ripe, ripe strawberries ripe, ripe strawberries ripe.
Will you buy my sweet red rose? When you need love to make me smile,
And then nights go round.
will you buy my sweet red rose?
Nights go round.
My sweet red roses.
Who will buy?
Will buy this wonderful morning, such a sky you never did see. Will buy my sweet red roses. Who will tie it up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me? So I can see it at my leisure whenever things go wrong, and I would keep it as a treasure to last my whole life on. Who will buy this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I swear I could fly.
Nights go round.
Ripe strawberries ripe.
I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone. Must be someone. Must be someone who will
Come in, Doctor. I think you'll find a great improvement in the boy.
That's for me to decide.
Of course. Thank you, Mrs. Bedwin. Good morning, Oliver. How do you feel today, my boy?
Much better, thank you.
Good, good.
May I stay here always, sir?
Well, if you wish, dear boy, if you wish. Here's the doctor to see you now.
You look a great deal better. Aren't you better?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, of course you are. You're hungry too, aren't you?
No, ma'am.
No, I know you're not. It's not hungry, Mrs. Bedwin.
No, doctor.
You feel sleepy, don't you?
No, ma'am.
You're not thirsty, are you? If that was thirsty, I'd eat my head. Are you?
Yes, ma'am. Rather thirsty.
Just as I expected. It's rather natural for him to feel thirsty. You give him a little tea.
May I get up now, ma'am?
I think you may. Yes. Take some fresh air. Be sure to keep him warm, Mrs. Bedwin. But be sure not to keep him too cold. Would you have the goodness?
Certainly, doctor.
You'll be glad to be up again, Oliver. Doctor, do you notice the most extraordinary likeness between that boy's face and the portrait of my daughter Agnes?
I can't say I do. I only know two sorts of boys, mealy-faced boys and beefy-faced boys.
And which is older?
Mealy. Where's he from?
I didn't tell you. He was arrested for stealing my pocket handkerchief.
What, sir?
Yes, no, it was all my mistake. But the shopkeeper that was present told us what really happened, and when the magistrate released him, I brought him back here to make what amends I could. I must confess, though, I find myself strangely attached to the child.
He's deceiving you, my good friend. He's had a fever, what of that? Good people don't have fevers. Bad people are peculiar to fevers, aren't they? He stole your pocket handkerchief, didn't he? He'll steal more, sir.
He didn't, I'm telling you. It was a huge misunderstanding. Yes, what is it?
Books you ordered, Mr. Brownlow, sir.
Ah, yes, thank you, lad, thank you. Now, I've got some other books here. Hey, wait! Oh, he's gone. Fancy that. And I had so particularly hoped to have these books returned today.
I've all of it deliver them. He'll be sure to deliver them safely, you know. If he does, I'll eat my head, sir.
Oh, yes, do let me take them for you, please, sir.
Very well, if you wish you shall. Here's what I'd like you to do. Take these books to the bookstore and tell them you're there to pay the £4.10 that Mr. Brownlow owes. Here is £5. Now there's no need to rush, it's just up the road, but we shall expect you back in 10 minutes.
Very well, sir. Oh, my dear little brother! Let go! Who is it? Let go! Oh, Oliver, where have you been? We've been worried out of our heads. Come home, dear, come home. Oh, thank goodness gracious heavens, I found him. What's the matter, love? Oh, he ran away 2 weeks ago from his parents, who are hard-working, respectable people, and went and joined a set of thieves and bad characters. Almost broke his mother's heart. Make him come home.
You old brute. Go home, you old wretch.
I won't, she's not my sister. I got no sister. Got no father, no mother neither. Oh, just listen to him. Bet let me go. See, he knows his sister. Can't hide that. Come home or you'll kill your mother and father.
What the devil is this? Young Oliver. Come home to your poor mother, you young dog. Come on now! What books are these?
They're Mr. Brownlow's books.
So you've been stealing again, have you? Give him here. It's nothing but a thief and a vagabond. Come on, you go. Twist! I'll give him twist!
All right, Bill, leave him. We're in now.
Look, boys, Oliver's back.
He's got books, Feigen. Look at his togs, Feigen. Super fine cloth. And how he's well cut. Nothing but a fine gentleman, Feigen.
Delighted to see you looking so well, my dear. The Artful Dodger shall get you another suit, my dear, for fear you should ruin that Sunday one. Why didn't you write, my dear, and tell us you were coming? We would have gotten something warm for supper.
Hey, what's that? That's mine, Fabian.
No, my dear, mine, Bill, mine. You can have the books.
If that ain't mine and Nancy that is, then I'll take the boy back again.
This is hardly fair, Bill.
Fair or not fair, hand over, I tell you! Hardly fair, is it, Nancy? You think Nancy and me has got nothing else to do with our precious time but to spend it chasing after young kids? Give it here, you old skeleton. Give it here. That's for our show of the trouble. And I'm not enough neither. Here. Stop the library.
You can't keep the books. They belong to Mr. Brownlow. And if he knows you've got them, he'll be out here after you.
So we'll be out here, will he? What did you tell him about us?
Nothing.
That remains to be seen. But if we found out that you said anything out of place, try again, I'll wager that your scoundrels have told him everything! Stand up for me, Nancy, or I'll split you against the wall.
I don't care for that, Bill. This child shan't be harmed unless you kill me first.
Shanty, I'll soon do that if you don't give up!
All right, we've got him. What's the matter?
The girl's gone mad, I think.
No, she hasn't, Fagin. Don't think it.
Then keep quiet, will you?
No, I won't keep quiet.
All this violence!
Run away, would you?
I won't stand by and see it done, Bill. You've got me, and what more would
you're wonderful today. Such talent. What an actress.
Am I? Take care I don't overdo it, because I'm warning you I'll put my finger on one of you, and I don't care if I hang with you.
You. Do you know who you are and what you are?
Yes, I know all about it, who I am and what I am.
Well then, keep quiet, or I'll quiet you for a good long time to come. You a nice son, huh? Coming all this humane and genteel rubbish. A pretty subject for the child, as you call me, to make a friend of.
Lord help me, I am, and I wish I would have been struck dead in the street before I lent a hand in bringing him back here. After today, he's nothing but a liar and a thief, and all that's bad from this day forth. Isn't that enough for you without beating him to death?
Come, Nancy. Civil words, eh, Bill?
Civil words, you deserve them from me. I thieved for you when I was a child half his age and for 12 years since. Don't you forget it.
Well, if you have, it's your living.
Look after her, Bill. Look after him, Dodger. And I'll look after myself. Man's got a heart, hasn't he? Choking apart, hasn't he? And though I'd be the first one to say I wasn't a saint, I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm reviewing the situation. Can a fella be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulations. Better settle down and get myself a wife. And a wife would cook and sew for me, and come for me, and go for me, and go for me, and nag at me. The finger she would wag at me, the money she will take from me, a mother she'd make from me. Ooh. Oh, I think I'd better think it out again. A wife you can keep anyway. I'd rather sleep anyway. Never that anyone in the world, and I'm starting from now. So, how to win friends and to influence people. So how I'm reviewing the situation. I must quickly look up everyone I know. Vital people with a station who can help me make a little impressive show. I will own the suite at Claridge's and run a fleet of carriages and rave at all the duchesses with friendliness as much as is befitting of my new estate. Good morrow to you, magistrate. Magistrate, oy vey. I think I'd better think it out again. So where shall I go? Somebody! Who do I know? Nobody. All my dearest companions have always been villains and thieves. So in my time of life, I should start turning over new leaves. I'm reviewing the situation. If you want to eat, you've got to earn a bob. Is it such a humiliation for a robber to perform an honest job? So a job I'm getting possibly. I wonder who my boss will be. I wonder if you'll take to me. What bonuses you'll make to me. I start at 8 and finish late at normal rate in open rate. I think I'd better think it out again. What happens when I'm 17? Must come a time, 70, when you're old and it's cold, and who cares if you live or you die? Your one consolation's the money you may have put by. I'm reviewing the situation. I'm about it, and about it I shall say. You'll be seeing no transformation, though it's wrong to be a rogue in every way. I don't want nobody hurt for me or made to do the dirt for me. This rotten life is not for me. It's getting far too hot for me. Don't want no one to rob for me. But who will find a job for me? There is no in between for me. But who will change the sin for me? Oh, I think I better think it out again.
Married. And 2 weeks ago tomorrow, the deed was done. Seems like an age ago. I sold myself for 6 teaspoons, a pair of sugar tongs, a milk pot, a small quantity of second-hand furniture, and £20 cash. I went very reasonable. Cheap. Dirt cheap.
Cheap? You would have been dear at any price. Dear enough I paid for you, Lord above knows it. Are you going to sit there snoring all day?
I'm going to sit here for as long as I see proper, madam. And although I was not snoring, I shall snore, gape, sneeze, laugh, cry, whinny, bleat, or moo as the humour strikes me. Such being my prerogative.
Your prerogative.
That's right, madam, my prerogative. I said the word. The prerogative of a man is to command.
And what, in the name of goodness, is the prerogative of a woman?
To obey, madam. Your late unfortunate husband should have taught you that. And then perhaps he might still be alive. Lord knows I wish he was, the poor man.
How dare you hard-hearted brute!
That's right, cry away, madam. It opens the lungs, exercises the eyes, softens the temper, and washes the face, which you so desperately need. So cry away.
How dare you speak to me that way, you creepy lump! Now talk about your prerogative if you dare. Oh, shut up! And take yourself away from me before I do something desperate! Where are you going?
Certainly, madam, certainly. I had no intention of staying, it's just that, well, you were so very violent. Who's there? Who's there?
Oh, Sally, I've got something that must be heard. I shall never lie quiet till she hears.
Get on with it then.
Okay, now listen to me. Once, in this very room, in this very bed, I nursed a pretty young creature that was brought into this house with her feet cut and bruised with walking. She gave birth to a boy and died.
What of it?
I robbed her. I robbed her, so I did. All she had were round her neck and were gold.
Gold! Oh, yes, yes, go on. Go on.
This is it. Lock it. Lock it. She whispered in my ear that if a babe might live, the day will come when he might feel on her tears poor mother named. It is my belief she came from a very rich family.
And the boy's name?
They called him
Yes?
Oliver.
Good to see you again, old Sally.
Mr. Bumble, we must retrieve that boy.
Oh, yes. We must indeed, madam. We must indeed.
Yes, I understand you bring information about the boy Oliver Twist.
Yes, I've come in order to answer your advertisement. Bumble's the name. Beadle of the workhouse from where the boy was raised, from whence he was apprenticed as an undertaker, from whence he ran away.
Yes, yes, and where is Oliver now?
I have absolutely no idea.
But what do you know of him?
Well, just a moment, please. This trinket was given to my dear wife by the boy's dear mother just before she passed away. The boy's dear mother, not my wife. Mrs. Bumble has kept it all this time.
And you say that he went to an undertaker's when he left your workhouse?
Yes, one Mr. Sourberry, the undertaker, bought him from us for £5.
£5? £5? You mean to say you sold him? Like an animal?
Well, it was Mrs. Bumble who authorised the sale.
Oh, well then, allow me to be sure that neither of you is employed in a situation of trust in this city again. You may leave my house.
I was hoping that this unfortunate little circumstance would not deprive me of a parochial position.
Indeed it will, and you will consider yourself well off besides.
But it was Mrs. Bumble. She wouldn't do it.
That is no excuse. You were present at the occasion of the sale, and indeed it is you who is the guiltier of the two, in the eye of the law, for the law supposes that your wife acts under your direction.
If the law supposes that, then the law is an ass. And if that is the eye of the law, then the law is a bachelor. And the worst thing that I would wish for the law is that his eye be opened by experience, good sir. By experience.
Oh, indeed.
There's a young person, sir, at the back door, inquiring for you, saying she has come about Oliver.
Mrs. Bedwin, take a look at this miniature. Who is it you see?
Why, it's Miss Agnes, sir.
Yes, my daughter Agnes. And I have every reason to believe that Oliver is her child.
Sir! I can't stay out there any longer. If I'd gone away as many would have done, you'd been sorry, and not without reason neither.
Madam, please, I am sorry if anyone has been rude to you. May I help you in any way?
I don't know. Can she be trusted?
Yes, why?
I'm the girl that took little Oliver back to Old Fagan's on the morning he left this house.
You?
Me, sir. And I wish I never would have been a part of it. The boy mentioned you specially, so I thought that if I found you...
All right. Where is this place you speak of? Fagan's?
That I can't tell you.
Did you perhaps know that he is very likely my grandchild?
I didn't know nothing. All I knew was my orders. I had to bring it back or suffer for it. You don't believe me? I don't want your pity. I had to come even though there are those who would murder me if they knew I was here.
Murder? But where is Oliver? Where is this Fagan's?
I can't tell you. I just want you to know that Oliver's safe. I must go now quickly.
But wait, what am I to do with all of this? Why must you go back? Why can't you tell me where he is? And why must you return to those people? I can summon the Bow Street runners in a moment. Tell them what you have just told me. They will see to it that no harm comes to you.
Don't you understand? I want to go back. I must go back there. How can I explain? You see, back there there's this man that I just can't leave. I love him. You don't know what it's like to love someone like that.
I understand.
Ladies, please, excuse me, but I am anxious for the whereabouts of Oliver. How can you help me?
I can't tell you where he is, but I could bring him to you. Not here, that's too dangerous. Do you promise I won't be watched or followed?
I promise you solemnly.
Then tonight, between 11 and the time the clock strikes 12, I'll walk across London Bridge. And I'll bring Oliver.
It's light enough for what I've got to do.
I wasn't going to play the cat, Bill. I wasn't going to say no.
Can somebody change? It's possible. Maybe it's strange, but it's possible. All my dearest companions and treasures, I've left them behind. I'll turn and leave over, and who can tell what I may find?